Right, let's get to this major breaking news now. The Ukraine FA has decided to appeal to FIFA to ban Iran from the World Cup. And our chief reporter, Kaveh Solokol, has been across this story from the start. I'm delighted to say that he joins us now. Look, Kaveh, we spoke at length about this yesterday, didn't we? So what's changed today then?
Well, look, first of all, this is not a knee-jerk reaction by the Ukraine FA. This is something that they've been considering and debating for quite a few days. But it is very significant, especially if you're an England supporter or if you are a Wales supporter, because Iran are in the same group as England and Wales. England's first game at the World Cup 3 weeks today is supposed to be against Iran. Now, what Ukraine have done is said that they're going to contact FIFA and ask them to consider the issue of excluding Iran from the World Cup. Now, why are they doing this? Well, the grounds they believe they have to ask FIFA to exclude Iran are that Iran and the Iran Football Federation are breaking quite a few of FIFA's laws. Of course, we know that at the moment there's a revolution going on in Iran. It is being brutally put down by the Iranian authorities. Yet, if you look at FIFA's laws, its own statutes, Article 3 says that FIFA is committed to respecting all internationally recognized human rights. Also, it looks like Iran are in contravention of Article 4 of FIFA's statutes, which outlaws discrimination of any kind. Now, we know for a fact that women are effectively banned from attending football games in Iran. So it looks like the Iran Federation is in contravention of Article 4 of FIFA's laws as well. And one other point that the Ukraine FA are going to make to FIFA is that they believe that Iran is supplying weapons to Russia, which are being used to bomb Ukraine. Even this morning, we saw Kiev being bombed. And the Ukrainian authorities believe that some of these drones that are being used are from Iran. And if that is the case, then Iran would be in contravention of UN Security Council Resolution 2231, which bans them from exporting weapons of the sort that are being used allegedly in Ukraine. So those are the grounds that the Ukraine FA believe they have, and that is the case that they will be making to FIFA in the next few days. And they will be asking FIFA to consider banning Iran from the World Cup.
Look, Kaveh, just put it into perspective for us. How significant is it that this is Ukraine asking FIFA now?
Well, look, this is a very significant development because in the past couple of weeks, we have had quite a few different organizations contact FIFA, write to FIFA, and ask them to look at Iran's participation in the World Cup. For instance, we've had a group of Iranian sportsmen and women who've written to FIFA and said that considering what is going on in Iran at the moment, considering the way these protests are being brutally put down by the Iranian regime, it is not right that Iran should be allowed to play in the World Cup. We've also had a group called Open Stadiums who campaign to try and open stadiums in Iran so that women are allowed to attend football games. They have contacted FIFA to ask FIFA to exclude Iran from the World Cup as well. But this is the first time a football association has said that it's going to appeal to FIFA. That is why I think it is so significant, because from football stakeholders so far, we've had only silence as far as the situation in Iran is concerned. So I think it's very, very significant that a football association, the Ukraine Football Association, are appealing to FIFA. Because in the past, FIFA can kind of try and sweep these kind of things under the carpet, try and ignore them, maybe not comment officially about the fact that they've been asked to exclude Iran. In this situation, if it is a member of FIFA that is appealing to FIFA to consider banning Iran, then it is an appeal that FIFA are going to have to take very, very seriously. Even though time is running out, you know, the World Cup starts in 20 days' time. England's supposed to be playing Iran in 3 weeks' time, 3 weeks today. So FIFA really need to get a move on and decide what they're going to do.
Well, you take the words right out of my mouth. You know, as you said, there's only 3 weeks to go until potentially England are to face Iran. So, and then I think it's 5 days later, then it's Wales. Who could possibly replace them at this late stage?
Well, this is gets very complicated, Vicky. A lot of people have been jostling for position, trying to advance their own claims about why they should be the country who replaces Iran. I think if you look at it objectively, the country with probably the strongest claim to replace Iran, if Iran are kicked out of the World Cup, would be the United Arab Emirates. Now, I think if Iran were kicked out, FIFA would want to replace them with another country from the Asian Confederation. And I think UAE were knocked out of the Asian playoffs by Australia. So I think they would be next in line to take Iran's place at the World Cup if you were going to replace them with another Asian team. I've seen some comments from, I think, an Italian ambassador who was saying that Italy should replace Iran. Of course, Italy were knocked out as well. Then there have been calls from, I think, the chief executive of Shakhtar Donetsk, the Ukrainian team, saying that Ukraine, who were knocked out of the playoffs, UEFA playoffs by Wales, they should replace Iran. And I've even heard calls from the South American Confederation saying that Peru should replace Iran. This is a very, very complicated situation. At the moment, if I was a betting man, I would say that we're so close to the World Cup final starting. And I think at this late stage, FIFA would find it very, very difficult to come to a decision to ban Iran. It would be very complicated. It would be controversial. If I was going to put money on it, I think England will still start their World Cup campaign against Iran in 3 weeks' time. But this is now an issue that FIFA really has to deal with. And to answer your question simply, if Iran were kicked out, I think probably they would be replaced by UAE. At the moment, and just the feeling that I'm getting, having spoken to people at FIFA, I don't feel there's a big appetite to kick Iran out of the World Cup. But having said that, they're going to have to take this appeal from Ukraine very, very seriously.
Yeah, they are indeed. Kaveh, thank you so much for bringing us up to date with that story.